want here in Illinois. That's not the land of Lincoln. That's not who we are here in this state. I will be a governor that wakes up every single day and thinks about how do we raise people's wages? How do we make people's lives better in this state? How do we stand up for our labor unions who are standing up for everybody, for working families across this nation? Ladies and gentlemen, if you elect me, first of all, I'm going to ban from the lexicon, the dictionary of the state of Illinois, 3 words, and that's right to work. State in the nation. You know, when Governor Tom Wolf in Pennsylvania in 2015 went to the airport because there were refugees arriving to his state, he welcomed them with open arms. He shook their hands. He helped them. He stood up for them. What did our governor do? He said, we don't want any. He said, we don't want any. Well, we don't want any of him. Right. Now, there a 10-year-old boy named Nicholas Pritzker arrived in this country, and he had nothing. He literally had nothing, penniless, a refugee from a foreign land. And it was by the bounty of the people of the United States and the generosity of the people of the state of Illinois that when he arrived and had no place to live, a social service agency gave him a place to live. And a public school gave him a good education. And a public university allowed him to get a higher education. Now, I'm telling you, we should be that state today, not just a couple generations ago. That's what we should be in 2018. This campaign is about standing up for working families and putting you back in charge in Springfield. I think we should be focusing on 3 basic fundamental things. The kitchen table issues that affect families no matter where you're from, and whether you're first generation, newly arrived, third generation, or what have you. 3 things that are important to every family. We gotta stop this wage stagnation and start raising wages in our state. And that means creating jobs and lifting income in the state. It also means we've got to make health care more affordable. Right. And universal. It is not a privilege, it is a right. And we're going to make it so in the state of Illinois. And we need to make sure that every one of you who has a child who wants to go to college can go to college and not get strapped with debt for the rest of their lives. Yes. And finally, for the kids who choose not to go to college, and there are kids who choose not to, they should have vocational training in our high schools. We've got to put it back so the kids who graduate can get a job. I mean, a good paying job, can get an apprenticeship at a good union and get a good job ahead of household wage. That's something that has been forgotten over a couple of generations. It's got to come back to the state of Illinois. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to brag about something about all of you to the chairman. In the Democratic primary this year, there were 1,300,000 Democrats who showed up to vote. That's more than the last bunch of elections. I mean, a lot more. We had huge turnout. In our campaign, and many of the people here participated in this, we knocked on 680,000 doors. And we made 2.4 million volunteer phone calls into homes, because we know as Democrats that it's all about the grassroots. It's all about getting our voters out to vote. And I want to ask all of you who are here today to double up on that effort, to join the endeavor, build the grassroots movement in this state so that we can change the government and make it better for working families so that we can put you back in charge in Illinois. Thank you all very much for coming today.